available, that is open, is transparent, that it's a tool you have available out there. And so I did some research, and I know I'm probably treading over things that Eric already knows, but just for the sake of kind of highlighting some of that, Macedonia has an occupancy program, and it's on their website if you want to go to it and read through some of the stuff. And it's very open, it's very transparent. Any business can look right at it and say, okay, we've got eligibility criteria. What do you got to do to be eligible? Their occupancy program has performance agreements and consequences if you don't meet those agreements. There's rules on how to apply, what steps you have to go through. You have to fill out an application. In Macedonia, they have it set up so that it flows through council from the administration, the application. So you have your program set up, you go out and find your targets, but then once they get to the point where, yeah, I want to apply, I want to do it, then council ends up voting on that. There's a predetermined funding formula or a schedule of benefits. So, for instance, if you have between $250,000 and $500,000 in payroll, they give you a 3-year occupancy rate. If your payroll's, and it's in $250,000 or $1 million increments when you get up there, but if you're looking at $1 million to $2 million in payroll, you get a 6-year duration. So there's no negotiation about here's what you get. That's more than what we're offering here. They do set a maximum limit that each entity applying for could get. Now, this is important because I think it ties into a little bit more to what you're saying, John. In Macedonia, the limit is $50,000 per applicant max that they could get as a benefit out of this program, as it relates to that non-tax revenue. And although we may be limiting ours to the $800,000, what happens someday when the administration puts together a number of these? We can't, combined, we could exceed that. So this is the first one, but it would behoove us to have this kind of in place. There needs to be a clawback provision in the event that they move out of town. Something happens to get our money back. And talking with some of the other members of council, personal guarantees were a potential issue that could come into that. We would have to look at what Macedonia does. Should an owner or business receiving benefits through the occupancy program agreement move from the city of Macedonia during the term of that agreement and fail to meet its obligation under the terms of the agreement, the owner or the business shall be required to reimburse the city